Hi everyone, McBeard here, back with another video for you. Another fight night has just gone by, and fight night is always a fun time for me to play against some really cool players, some really good players, and some really experimental players, where I get to try some of my brews as well. So this is a revisiting of a Henselt deck that I've always kind of really liked in concept. It's called the Witcher Happy Ending list. I can't remember who popularized it at first, but the idea is that it plays very similar to the Queen's Guard in that you go to have a very oppressive short round 3 when you recycle the Witchers with Nenneke, or perhaps res them all with Shawnee and pull them all out with Stennis, or perhaps any of the ways that you can do that using Dandelion Poet to get these things. There are lots of ways to actually get the Witchers out twice in a game, and I like to explore options that do that. Now, this particular list, I think the silvers are probably pretty solid. Maybe reinforcements is a marching orders because getting Reaver Scout or Stennis is really important. But the reinforcements also get those things as well, and you can choose Stennis more specifically. So I think the silver list doesn't really fluctuate very much because I think Stennis is non-negotiable, Nenneke is required, the Witchers take up the other 3 slots, and reinforcement ensures that you can get Nenneke or Stennis. So the silver list doesn't budge, and for that reason I think the power level does kind of stay in check with the deck, but I think that you can make some pretty cool gold and bronze inclusions. So in my version for this video, I am running golds that facilitate getting the Witchers out, thinning my deck, and making the best use of just high value gold. So Triss Telekinesis has reinforcement, but it also has Thunderbolt Potion, but generally you're going to use it for reinforcement because you want to thin the deck. Dandelion Poet allows you to draw another card and play a card, so in a late round, if you only have Witchers in the deck or Stennis in the deck or something like that, Dandelion can just secure that. It's also a really high tempo play and also thins your deck when you play him early as well. Shawnee brings Stennis back. Shawnee also brings Nenneke back if you need her to reload Henselt. That's a big one. Nenneke can reload Henselt in a situation where you're going to get your Henselt bricked or low value, but Nenneke can also get the Witchers out. But you can play Nenneke twice with Shawnee, so there's also that. Priscilla is just an 18-point gold that makes use of having a lot of bodies on the board, and that's not hard with this deck at all. Arguably, there's a better card, but honestly, when I experiment, sometimes I experiment just with kind of a baseline card. So Priscilla is always 18 points, and I can rely on that, but there might be just a better card here. Perhaps Royal Decree, honestly, might be just fine here as well. But Priscilla usually is pretty good. I don't think Dijkstra necessarily. Not with Henselt. If you wanted to make this list non-Henselt, you run Dijkstra here, I think, for thinning, and because Henselt gives you that thinning already, you don't need Dijkstra. Henselt these days is honestly just like a reliable, better Dijkstra in a lot of situations that can predictably, like your opponent can predict it, but honestly, you give yourself a lot of options, so Henselt is really hard to brick, and you play him as soon as possible, high tempo, old Brewer style. That's how I feel about Henselt. Like I said, silvers are non-negotiable. This bronze core that I'm running, though, it's interesting because this is kind of a cursed item-based, super thin core, but I don't actually recommend this maybe for competitive. The only thing that I don't think really works here is the Kaedweni Revenant, but the Kaedweni Revenant works with the Tormented Mage Thunderbolt Potion thinning core. So I would say the Kaedweni Revenant can work, but you can also make this a Siege Tower and still run the Tormented Mage and Thunderbolts. Like, that's A-okay. Radovid's been running that for a while. Full test runs that. It's fine. So the Kaedweni Revenant, just because it's another Henselt pull, but honestly, Siege Tower, any machine, you have your Siege support. I would say a Siege Tower because it's less reliant on crewmen to be decent, or the Kaedweni Knight, which is also good with Stennis, which is also good with Reaver Scouts. The Kaedweni Knight is probably what you want to put here. But in this particular gameplay, I have the Kaedweni Revenant just because I was memeing a bit with the Thunderbolts. But you put a Kaedweni Knight here, this is honestly a pretty good deck in that situation. And I'll be exploring more of that as well. But outside of that, Tormented Mage, Reaver Scout for thinning, Thunderbolts come out from the mages and the reconnaissance, one extra piece of thinning that you can also use with Triss. Outside of that, you just need to stay in rounds, and I think that with the Kaedweni Knight, you absolutely stay in rounds. But in this gameplay, my Revenant lives, so you can imagine that it's like a Kaedweni Knight because I got a lot of high value on my bronzes. This is a great little gameplay from Fight Night. I just wanted to share the video highlight with you. If you have any ideas on making this deck better, I honestly believe Kaedweni Knight is one of the only differences that I think I would make here, and just having a better option for Henselt. Maybe a few more options for Henselt, but I think Nenneke with Shawnee makes it work for you. Check it out. Try it yourself. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the video, and I'll see you for the next one. Thanks for watching, my friends. So what does Happy Ending Henselt look like right now? Whoa, Revenants? Oh, this list is kind of funny. Oh, let's try this list. Happy ending Henselt right here. Am I even done main game? Yeah, I finished. I beat Xenojiva. Yeah, I am master like rank 30 or something like that. I've never done a tempered hunt or anything like that. Scared to mulligan now. I don't need Nanika because I have this, but I'm scared to mulligan. Even though Stennis can often get them. This would be a better blue coin deck though because of the kid money. Hero Stream Sword. What a GS. I don't even know what any of these acronyms mean anymore. What is a Stream Stone? Is that something a streamer should have? I'm a streamer. But I am a streamer. I mean, I'm pretty sure he Cyclopses me if I play this, which means I'm not going to do it right away.
Been waiting a long time for this.
220 hunter ranks. That's actually possible. That's gonna get clopsed pretty hard, I'm pretty sure. This might be a better full test deck. I was definitely trying something with Henselt here, but... Ba 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 ba. Tier 8 weapons. Templed Beetlejuice or Kirin? I haven't, no, it's true.
You want peace? Fight for it.
He might just pass right here. He might just pass right here. But I think when he played the Dow, he had every intention.
Splendid maneuver.
Every intention of playing Griffin here. But here we go. Now we're thinning. Now we're just drawing gold. Pure gold. I like Basil. Basil's like my favorite fight. Lunastra. Kirin is... I never fought Kirin. You know, it's really cool. I can see my record against the people that I play against. So, you know Nubekian, he comes out, right? Nubekian comes out to fight night. He's played 4 times, just like Timbo. He's lost twice, won once, and we've drawn once. I know my superstars when I see them. I've only done like 7 or 8 fight nights. Have I? I mean, this is actually a super good hand to have actually everything execute. Got 2 Reaver Scouts to get. I got a Reaver Scout to get this out, another Reaver Scout to get the other one of this out, and then Stennis to finally pull the last one of that, or Stennis to pull the Witchers later. Although the reinforcement may not be very good, so I probably dump one of my reinforced targets.
But we're broke as shit peddlers.
Yes. Tenderizer gems. What did you just play? Alzers? Trying to kill them all.
Keep close. Our magic shall protect you.
Ooh, man, that 1 point was so important from that Archospore. Right there. I mean, I'm probably going to pass those soon because my hand is not set up really to have 4 golds in it. Add me on PSN, Dad. Your username is Dad? That's not that bad of a name. Some people have some pretty bad PSN names. Getting 1k plus crits with the greatsword? Ooh, that's a lot. Even I know that's a lot. Alright, well. This reinforcement. I have so many dead cards in my hand right now. Holy shit, how did it happen?
Nasty wounds, those, but you'll live.
Well, Stennis isn't dead. Reinforcement is, though. If I knew I was drawing into Shani, I wouldn't have done it like that. I would have put another, I don't know, something else in the deck for Stennis. I guess a Revenant. I don't know. None of it's good, right? None of it's good. Maybe it's Stennis. I don't need Stennis in this deck. Trying to bleed me out of cards.
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
Really wish you could change PSN names? Yeah, I know. GS is greatsword, right? I'm a hammer bro myself. Zach and Soki. Stream during cool. You know, honestly, I'll do a stream. I mean, I'm gonna bring my PlayStation, I think, over to my mom's place too. So I'll do some PlayStation. I'm gonna stream. We're gonna finish Divinity. I'm glad this happened. We're gonna finish Divinity 2. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know how much longer it is, but I imagine that's long enough, but short enough that if I streamed it most days for 2 weeks, we'd get there. Delta, by the way, free up your next 2 weeks.
Sure, be glad to.
What do you want?
This will be okay, I guess. None of our cards are dead now, I think. Jumping attacks with GS is guaranteed mounts. I mean, the hammer jump when you slide and flip, that's my favorite shit. I love that in that game. It's just like that's my DPS strat. Just wait for the right opportunity and then just spin in, do, mounted. That's what I like. You know, I used to listen to a PlayStation podcast with Greg Miller and Colin Moriarty called Podcast Beyond, later called PS I Love You. And they used to do a segment on their podcast called The Worst PSN Names, and they would have people write in with just some of the worst names. And they were always like borderline not safe for podcast.
Naivety is a fool's blessing.
Now, how did that incantation go?
Okay. What about this one, though?
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
I told you so, you idiot.
What do you want?
Here we go. This is going to be a perfect thin, by the way. It's going to be a perfect thin.
You stand before royal majesty.
Will it matter? Isn't that the question?
Are you certain? I do it differently.
Priscilla, aka Old Commander's Horn. You guys are making Monster Hunter friends in my chat. That's just the best. That's the best. I will say that this final play is going to be meh. Because it's just going to play a Thunderbolt from Triss. I mean, it's still 20 points. 20-point play, but... And I'm up by 15 points. So we might win? This is a Nova list, I think.
What wants you?
Ooh, he gets, well, the armor.
Asking me for help. Now that's smart.
I sense strong magic.
And Sirinova's the last card. I mean, this went, like, you couldn't ask for a draw better than what I had. It was completely fluid at all points. The only worry was before the pass in round 2. But otherwise, look, I'm down to 0 cards. Everything worked perfectly. Everything worked perfectly. Show me Sirinova. Oh, he's just BMing. I mean, the Frightener was there. Oh, no, the Frightener was there, but it wouldn't be enough. Hey, there you go. Natural 92. Did you not ask about Henselt Happy Endings? That's what you need to do. Will it do that? I mean, the Kudwani Revenant, it doesn't have to be Revenant at all. This could be Siege Tower. This could be the Kidwani Knights. This could be Trebuchets. And you also have Siege Support as well for Henselt. But you could make the argument, but the idea is that you play Tormented Mage and Thunderbolt so the Revenants, because Henselt can pull them, it might actually work. But the unfortunate thing is that if it gets killed, it's just not very good. It's probably a more reliable way to do it. Tormented Mage and the Thunderbolts, I don't know, but it sure gets the deck thin. That's for sure. But the mulligan is eh. You got this here, and then you got the Thunderbolts. The mulligan's eh. But hey, try it at your own risk. Good game.